The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. And it's going to be in response to a video that was sent to me. All right. And it just shows you, man, that a lot of these guys out here, you know, proclaiming to be Israelites and teachers and leaders in Israel, don't know what's really going on, man. And ultimately, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not dealing with a lot of these guys, man, and it's being made evident in these last days. All right. Now I'm gonna show a video from the elder Manat Dazakba out there in GMS, South Carolina, and he did a video response to a particular group known as Believers of the Way, or BOW. All right. And they came out and said something that was striking, to say the least. So let's go ahead and play that video clip. All right, so here's the video right here, and it's from the channel GMS Walk and Talk SC8. That's the elder Manat Dazakba, all right, out there in GMS, South Carolina. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah, to those brothers out there. But as you can see, the title of the video is Believers of the Way Say You Don't Have to Know What the Mark of the Beast is. All right, let's go ahead and play it.
Another lesson in mind, but really, I was supposed to go into the parables of Christ. But really, I'm still going into the parables of Christ, right? I'm still going into the parables of Christ. We're just going to watch a little bit what the brother said.
Okay, and first off, I mean, right off the bat, this dude's calling on Christ. All right, we got to emphasize that the name of the Messiah, the Son of the Most High God, Yahweh, his name is not Christ. All right, his name is Yahweh Shai. All right, you see, and that name is important to know for salvation. All right. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. And it's a red flag when you got guys out there calling on Christ. All right. It's a red flag.
Not gonna be politically correct in this video. We're not known for that. All right. This is GMS, where false doctrines come to die. And in the midst of this guy's speech, Believers of the Way, the guy speaking is Ratazan, I think that's his name. All right. And to be honest,
how you gonna think that's my name? You know my name, brother. You've been making videos about me, right? Which I never met you ever in my life, but you've been making videos about me since we.
All right. So the guy that you hear talking right now, that's the member of the group known as Believers of the Way, Ratazan. All right. That's the guy that's in question right here, man. And he's speaking because he's doing a response to a video that the elder did on him. All right. So that's why you hear him speaking right now. All right. He's hurt and he's responding back to the elder Manat Dazakba. All right. So check it out. Listen to what he says.
Started BOW. So how you gonna? I think you know my name, brother. I could go to your channel and just scroll down and see all the videos you done made. I mean, brother sent me so many videos. I'm like, I don't even send me no more GMS videos.
Right, he put BOW going off again. So obviously,
yeah,
it's like...
yeah. But you know, Jake's to be funny.
he's just going off. He's being emotional, as normal. He's worried about feelings and the outlook of people. And it's just yet another false thing you're going off on, man. And at the end of the day, you really should be more focused and concerned about getting that mark of the beast breakdown right, but you still don't have right.
I'm gonna show you guys how crazy this is. Even if I don't teach the mark of the beast the way you teach it, the essence of how I teach the mark of the beast goes back into the heart. So regardless if it's a chip or not, if your heart is right, you're not gonna take it anyway. You see how that works? If your heart is right, you're not gonna take it anyway. I don't even, you remember what I told y'all? Y'all don't have to know what the mark of the beast is, fam. Remember what I told y'all? Y'all don't have to know what the mark of the beast is, family. Let me show you something.
All right, so you heard it, man. Straight out his mouth. He said, you do not have to know what the mark of the beast is. One of the major end time prophecies before the return of our Lord Yahushua, the mark of the beast, spoken of in Revelation 13, Revelation 20, Revelation 16, all right, so on and so forth. This is a major event in prophecy, and this guy is telling you that you don't have to know what it is. All right, so this lets you know that these guys, they ain't on point, man. All right, and we've always told you that there are many people that got on fringes, that got platforms, that got YouTube channels and whatnot, but they are not sent by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They're not the true men of the Lord, man. Just because they know they're Israelites, they might know a little bit of Hebrew, they might know some precepts, all right, does not mean that these are the true watchmen of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And when they say things like you don't have to know what the mark of the beast is, that's a clear indicator, man. That's a clear indicator that something ain't right, okay? And then, you know, this dude says, you don't got to know what the mark of the beast is, family. Now, a lot of times when you hear people use that word family, all right, you know, that's another red flag. I've noticed, just speaking as a man, you know, they always come on their YouTube channels. Hey, what's going on, family? You know, a lot of these unconscious black community guys, they use that term, man. All right. And these dudes are moving in the same vibration. So just a spiritual note, you know, speaking as a man. All right. Let's continue on.
It's real. You don't have to know what the mark of the beast is. You know why? Because if your heart is right, well, how we not? Because guess what? Anything Esau puts as a mandate to take, I'm not going to take it anyway. Let me show you something. This is real. You don't have to know what the mark of the beast is. You know why? Because if your heart is right.
All right. So, yeah, you get the point. All right. The point is that this dude is not being specific on what he's teaching, man. Now, I'm not sure of his exact standpoint on the mark of the beast. I'm not sure exactly what they taught that it was, but he's telling his people that they don't have to know what it is, man. We know that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip that they're going to make mandatory very soon. And it's important to know what it is. Let's get a quick precept, man. Now, we started out with this one right here. All right, 1 Corinthians 14:33. It says, for the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. All right, the Lord is not going to throw out a confusing prophecy, especially when it comes to the mark of the beast. If the Lord has told us not to receive this mark, or we're going to die a horrible death, all right, by way of supernatural judgment, all right, you would think that he would know. So like you would think that he would let his prophets know what it is, right? Come on, man. He's leaving a lane of confusion open for you people by telling you that you don't have to know what it is. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. All right? Especially the understanding of major end time prophecies, such as the mark of the beast, the time of temptation, which is going to come upon the entire world. All right? But let's get into that Revelation 13. This is for you newer believers out there that are tuning in these last days. You have to know what this is, man. Here we have it right here. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, starting verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is describing the mark of the beast, which is a physical mark. All right? It's not a spiritual mark. You got guys out there saying that, oh, it's a spiritual mark of the beast. No. This thing is a physical mark that they're going to require you to have in order to buy and sell, as it goes on to tell you in the next verse, all right? Verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So there you go, man. This mark of the beast is going to be the device that links you into this current society, this current beast system, which is ran by Esau. He's the one that's going to cause everybody to receive this mark in order to buy and sell and participate in this world, all right, which has been given into the hand of the wicked, as it tells you in Job 9 and verse 24, all right? And those that bow the knee and, take this mark, they're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be partakers of the second death. You understand? All right? The Lord's wrath will be poured upon those who receive this mark. And this is not something that you want to take lightly and tell your congregation that they don't have to know what it is. All right? Now let's prove that this is a physical mark really quick. You got to go into the words, man, as our elder apostles teach us. So here we have it pulled up in the Blue Letter Bible app, which allows you to go into the different Hebrew words and the Greek words, so you can get the full understanding of what's being said in the scriptures. Now let's go into it. Verse 17, right? Revelation 13, verse 17. Let's jump down to the word mark right here. Here it is, the word charagma. Okay?
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Okay, now it says a stamp or imprinted mark, physical, of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah. All right? You see? So when you take this mark, you're showing your allegiance to this beast system. You want to be a part of Esau's system instead of trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is the line being drawn in the sand. Those who believe in the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and put their trust in him, or those who put their trust in Esau, in his world, his society. All right? The mark branded upon horses. All right? And that's, likened unto cattle being tagged. Just like you will have cattle, even today, they mark cattle to show who owns them. They might put a tag on their ear, a RFID tag on their ear or whatever, with a number on it to show, who that cattle belongs to, what farmer the cattle belongs to, right? Well, this is what Esau wants to do with you people, all right? He wants to tag you and chip you like cattle, so that way you're going to be traced and tracked whatever you do and wherever you go on the earth, man. All right? Complete slavery. The mark branded upon horses, the thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. Okay, let's jump down here. Strong's definition, it says, let's see, a scratch or etching. Example, stamp as a badge of servitude, or sculptured figure, statue, graven, mark. So it's a physical thing. And it's reiterated right here in definition. All right? And they want you to put this chip inside of your body, either in your hand or in your head, man. Hence the Neuralink and all the different companies coming out with brain-computer interfaces. Go look those up, man. All right? These different technologies that go inside of your body, and in your brain and also in your hand, that's going to be used mainly for transactional purposes, man. The chip that goes in the hand, they're going to make it to where, credit cards will be obsolete. Cash, they're already doing away with that. Come on, man. They're slowly doing away with the cash. Why? Because they want this to be the new method of how you buy and sell. Okay? You see? And we just read that. Let's read it again. Revelation 13, verse 17, to make it clear, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he or except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right? So there you go. They want this to be the new method of how you identify yourself. Hence the reason why they're bringing out digital IDs every damn where. Canada, Mexico, all right, amongst many other countries as well, man. They're all on board with this system because it's gearing towards what? The hour of temptation, in which the mark of the beast will be made mandatory for you to participate in society. And we're just telling you before it happens, man. All right, so let's go to verse 18. All right, and it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, 666. All right, that's the number of Esau, Edom. That's the man who's associated with that particular number, and he incorporates that number in a lot of his witchcraft, he puts on TV and different systems that he has in place. All right, that number is incorporated, and you got to have wisdom to see. All right, and somehow that number is going to be incorporated with the actual mark of the beast. All right, but that is the number of the wicked. But anyway, let's show you what this thing looks like. All right, let's get into it.
With just a wave of your hand.
Right,
this
so check
RFID
this
chip
out.
works just
All right,
like a
I typed in
contactless
RFID
card.
implant, and look at all these videos that came up, man, showing you that we're here.
This girl was shocked
All right.
when she saw her customer
Let's
pay just
play
by.
this one real quick. Check this one out.
I just had an RFID chip implanted.
As one does.
As one does. If you can feel it right here, there's a little chip in there, but
Cool.
it's made by a company called Dangerous Things, which has got a great marketing, right?
Yeah.
But this is the more advanced one, so I put it in so I can open my Tesla with it and wave in front of the elevator.
Check out with Apple Pay.
Exactly. I want my, actually, I will not put my my crypto keys on this because then my hand is at risk.
Yes. And then how long will the batteries last?
It's not battery. It's near field. So basically, an electric current comes in. activates
Okay,
circuit.
right. Yeah.
So anyway, that was fun. It was an hour ago. So you guys said keep it compressed.
All right, so there you go. All right, and this dude just, showed that he got an implant in his hand to do what? All right, to open up his Tesla, his car door. All right, and he said he's not gonna put his crypto on there, but this shows you that what people are gonna use this to make payments with digital currency. Okay, this is what society is headed towards, man. And more people are getting this. It just hasn't been made mandatory yet. All right. So here's another one, and they have an implant from this company called Dangerous Things. All right. It's dangerous indeed. All right, and we're gonna get into that too. Revelation 16. Let's go ahead and play this. All right.
Showing both implants.
She got a big ego, you could see it on a telescope. I'm the same way, it's why we always argue back and forth. I swear she my poison, at the same time my antidote. She the noose around my neck, I couldn't ask for a better rope. Ay. You like a time bomb, take it away. 30 seconds till you blow up, right in my face. I can't find one good reason to stay. So why do I hate when you're walking away? You got me paranoid. Go away, baby, take my love.
Showing both implants.
So there you go. All right, and it showed where he scanned it on a reader. All right, and some information came up. His personal information came up. See, right here. Okay. Now, what's to say that they don't have the 666 implemented, in this information somewhere, man? I'm just saying. But anyway, look, this is what things are headed towards, man. They're trying to make it look cool. And you don't want to be confused on what this is. This is the mark of the beast right here. You're looking at it, man. You're looking at it. All right. You see? There it is, man. They're going to make this thing the new standard for identification, for buying and selling, your medical records, your criminal records, all that stuff is going to be on this chip, man. All right. And all it takes is a couple of events or one event to take place for them to try to bring this thing forth, man. We'll see how they do it, but we know that this is prophecy, that it will be made mandatory. And this is the one that goes in your hand. This is going to be the more widely used one. But you also have the one that goes in your head, as the scriptures tell you. Let's prove that. Hold on, I'm going to play one more clip, all right, showing you that this thing is becoming more and more popular, man. And we'll get the brain chip as well, but let's play this.
His payment at the shop, he casually tapped his hand on the scanner, and to the cashier's surprise, the payment went through, leaving him stunned. What he didn't know was that the guy had a tiny chip implanted in his hand called an RFID chip, and it works in a way similar to a credit card, just with more features. The chip is inserted with a small injection and sits just under the skin, which is later programmed using a phone. After that, it's like having a hidden superpower with which you can unlock doors, make payments, and even open your car doors. When this guy made his payment at the shop, he casually tapped his hand on the scanner, and to the cashier's surprise, the payment went through, leaving him stunned. What he didn't know was that the guy had a tiny chip implanted in his hand called an RFID chip, and it works in a way similar to a credit card, just with more features. The chip is inserted with a small injection and sits just under the skin, which is later programmed using a phone. After that, it's like having a hidden superpower with which you can unlock doors, make payments, and even open your car doors.
There you go, man. They're trying to make it seem like it's cool and convenient. All right? You take that chip, your ass is dead. You understand that? The Lord gonna fucking kill you. And we're speaking this way because it's a very, very serious matter. All right? They're trying to downplay it and act like it's not that bad. Oh, it's only the size of a grain of rice. Yeah, all right. You take that. You're done, man. You've canceled out your salvation, man. Simple as that. So check this out. Salaki, check this out. This is from Neuralink. All right, check it out.
Welcome to Neuralink, Rocky.
Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to have you here and spend the day with you, have you tour our facilities, and I'm going to start with this fireside chat, ask you some questions that people at Neuralink are curious to know.
Definitely.
So my first question to you is, who is Rocky?
Most people probably see me on the internet and they see Rocky No Hands. They see the kind of the personality, the persona, and I would say that's not me so much. I would say Rocky's just a guy that broke his neck, lost his way, and found his way back through technology and gaming and finding people on the internet to make friends with, and that's pretty much who Rocky is now, just a guy out there trying to make wheelchair people look cool, just to make it easier for people like me to fit in with the world.
Would you consider getting a Neuralink implant? And if not, what features or benefits would make you interested in getting one?
I think anyone in my position actually would be considered that, like, it's a plus to get one. But for me, it would be, I'm a gamer, so I would need to know that I can't aim as good with my quad stick as I can with a Neuralink, and then I'm sold. Then I'm sold, because if it can make me a better gamer, I'm sold on anything, whatever it is. And then obviously, definitely, movement-wise, being able to move would be a game changer. I mean, I would pay to be able to move, so definitely one of those two things would sell me instantly.
From the tour that you've had today, you've learned a lot about our technology.
Definitely.
What's one of the highlights from the tour today?
I really love the eye thing that you guys are working on, for vision, but that's one of the accessibilities. As someone who's a gamer, I know a lot of gaming people that play with like bad sight or no sight, and they definitely struggle like the hardest. And they definitely have the least amount of accessibility in games. So that was really cool to see. And obviously just to see the device up close and how small the threads are and the needle that goes in the brain, and just to see like the brains you guys made and seeing the needles go in, it's almost like you're seeing a live surgery. So that was pretty cool. Oh, the robot arm, that was definitely cool. How fast, Jake, how fast he typed with his mind, that blew my mind. I didn't even see him do it. So I was like, wait, you did that already? I can't even type that fast. So that was pretty cool.
From everything that you've learned about Neuralink and seen and the people you've spoken to, what were your main takeaways from today's visit?
what the whole world kind of sees when they think of Neuralink. They just think of Elon Musk, and they don't really think of like all the people in this building right now. That like this is all Neuralink right here, you know. Like you guys are Neuralink, and you guys are, you know, putting your heart and soul into building this thing. And that, to me, that's what I took away from coming here today, is just how much work you guys put in. And
all right, so you see what they're talking about. They're talking about the brain implant. They're marketing it to guys like this who have physical disabilities, or those who have vision problems, such as, you know, the blind. They're saying that they could give sight back to the blind, and, you know, they're able to give people functionality back to their limbs. All right, such as, you know, quadriplegics and paraplegics and whatnot, man. So this is Esau's left-handed miracles. Let's get this real quick in the scriptures. All right, so let's get into it right here. We have the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 1, right? It says, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that day of Hamashiach is at hand." All right, how much more so now? Verse 3 says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." All right, and the falling away is speaking of when we fell away from our heritage as Hebrew Israelites. All right, and the Lord, you know, he pretty much turned his face from us for a period of time because of our rebellion, and we lost our identity. All right, so that happened. But in these last days, what? The Great Awakening is taking place, and we realize that we are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and you Israelite foreigners that might look like the other nations, but are actually, by your father's seed line, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, our identity has been given back unto us. Now it says, "And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." That is referring to a man on the earth. And we know that man to be Esau, Edom, the so-called white race. All right, they're not white. That's not a true nationality. All right, the true nationality of these people are the Edomites, and those are the main ones who are pushing this technology, man. All right, the one that goes in your hand and the one that goes in your head. You've seen it. All right, now it says, oh, the son of perdition means son of destruction, because he's destined to be destroyed, man. He's the wicked. Verse 4 says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." And that's what he wants, man. He wants everybody to believe that he's, like unto the Most High through his technology, all right, through his military weaponry and whatnot. He wants to place himself like the Most High, man. He wants to be worshipped. You see? It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know that withholdeth, or what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." And we're in the time of him being revealed. All right? "For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way." That's right. The Lord is allowing this devil to bring this technology forth to fulfill prophecy. All right? So he's being allowed to do this. Esau is not doing anything outside of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's control. All right? So, verse 8, "And then shall that wicked," you see the capital W right there, that's referring to somebody specific on the earth. "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." All right, and the spirit of the Lord's mouth is what? The prophets speaking on the highways and hedges, right? The true prophets, not these false prophets, all right? "And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." That's right, Yahweh Shai's coming back to destroy these devils, to take them out, all right? Take them out of power. Now here it is right here, verse 9. "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders." You see that? The RFID microchip is part of the lying wonders. That's left-hand technology, satanic technology, man. All right, because these devils are governed by the spiritual demon Satan. All right, our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai is not dealing with Esau, all right, or any other nation for that matter, as the scriptures tell you. But he's allowing Satan, all right, to control these devils, man. All right. Satan is an angel of the Most High on the left-hand side, created to do what? Bring wickedness in the earth. Because everything is controlled by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Satan works for the Most High. And that's who has these devils doing what they're doing. All right. Satan is leading them to their own destruction. All right. And the lying wonders are being put in your face more and more. Verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. That's right. And, you know, the majority of people on the planet Earth are going to be deceived by this technology. And they're going to take it for whatever reason, because they didn't receive the love of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. And we're only concerned about you Israelites, you tribes. These other heathen nations, we don't give a damn if they take the RFID microchip. They don't have salvation anyway. All right? We're speaking to you Israelites. You are not to receive this mark, man. All right? It says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. There it is right there, man. All right? That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. All right. And that RFID microchip is an unrighteous thing. You put in this man's technology in the body that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave you. All right. You're not supposed to add anything, you know, to the Lord's creation, such as the RFID microchip. All right. The Lord said, if you receive this, you're going to die, man. All right. Here we have the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 9, goes into the punishment of those who receive this mark. All right. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Do you see that? All right. Verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. All right. Righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. The Lamb being Yahweh Shai. So this is going into the, you know, the punishment of those who receive this mark, man. All right. And those who are on the shores of America, you know, or, you know, in America, Babylon the Great. All right. You're going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear fire, man. That's that fire and brimstone. All right. And also the angels, all right, are going to be present, destroying those who receive that mark as well. All right. Understand that, man. All right. So there it is. Here we have the book of Revelation, chapter 16. I'm going to start at verse 1. All right. And it says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshiped his image. All right. So this grievous sore is talking about a cancer, man, of sorts. All right. For those who have the RFID microchip inside of their body, man, because your body's not meant to have that inside of it, man. It's emitting frequencies that are harmful to your flesh. All right. And it's ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai marking those who take the CHIP. So here we have that same verse pulled up in the Blue Letter Bible. All right, let's go into that word for sore. All right, let's check it out. Let's see. Here it is.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos. Helkos.
All right, there it is in the Greek. Now let's see what it says. It says, a wound, especially a wound producing a discharge pus, a sore, an ulcer. You see that? This is what's prophesied to happen to those who receive the MOTB. All right? They're trying to tell you right now that it's harmless and, you know, all these people got it. But watch what happens, man. Watch. We're just telling you before it happens. You thinking it's harmless? Nah, man. It's not. Got to bring this out, too. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach in the Apocrypha, chapter 12 and verse 10. And it says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Esau is the enemy to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right? You see, he is the wicked. Spoken of in Malachi 1 and verse 4. Why would you trust this man's technology? You think he wants to see you thriving and whatnot? No, I mean, this man wants to destroy the nation of Israel. All right? And if he can get you Israelites to take this RFID microchip, he knows you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? This chip defiles your temple, which is your body. And here we have it right here. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? All right? If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple ye are. All right? You see that? Us Israelites, we are the temple of Yahweh Shemel Shai. There's not going to be a third temple, all right, like the previous two. All right? Our temple, all right, our body is where the Spirit dwells, man. The Spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And Esau knows this, and he wants to defile the temple, just as all the heathen have done in times past. All right? That's why he wants to implant this mark of the beast inside of you to defile the temple of the Most High. And once you take this chip, the Spirit is not going to be with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, the Spirit is not dealing with you if you take the chip anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this is it right here. You have to know what it is. All right? You got guys out here teaching that you don't have to know what it is. Nah, man, you do have to know what it is. All right? And we're showing you. I'm going to get ready to wrap this thing up. All right? But I want to bring out Revelation 20 and verse 4, right? It says, and I saw thrones. Right? This is the vision of John the Revelator. He's seen these things happening. All right? And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them. And judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years, going into that first dominion, the first 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven, which is soon to be on the earth. Now, he saw the visions of those who were beheaded, man. They had their heads chopped off for not receiving the mark of the beast. This is how serious it's going to get, man. They're going to require everybody to receive this mark, man. If the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai is not dealing with you, all right, then you're going to bow to the temptation, man. Okay? This is why we're identifying the mark before they make it mandatory. Right? And here at Great Millstone, we don't sugarcoat anything. We tell you what it is, man. All right? Some of us might have to take a death, man, to stand up for Yahweh Shemel Shai and reject that mark. You see? All right? So we're preparing your mind for that now. All of us are preparing for this, man. We don't know. We could be faced with death, man, for not receiving the RFID microchip, man. Okay? But that is a victory. Because it says, you know, John saw the souls of them who were beheaded, showing you that your spirit lives on, man. This is not the end all be all. All right? Esau wants you to think that you just die and that's it. Nah, man. All right? Those who are martyrs for Yahweh Shemel Shai, they have a very high position in the kingdom. Understand that, man. All right? This shit is on its way out, man. This current society, this current setup, this current world that we're in. All right? So it doesn't make sense to take a mark to try to continue on here for a few more seconds. And, you know, it's almost over, man. Once they make this shit mandatory, the Lord going to destroy America, Babylon the Great, and take these heathens, starting with Esau, out of rulership, man. All right. And I'm going to close with this right here, okay? The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Showing you it's going to be a worldwide thing. You can't, get on a plane and go to another country and think you're going to escape this. It's going to be in all these countries, man. That's why they're all going digital. We see it happening, man. Esau ain't slick, man. To the elect. The Lord has opened our eyes, man. We can see what's going on. We see the prophecy playing out. All right. They're gearing up for the mark of the beast to be made mandatory. All right. Digital slavery. You see? So, yeah, man. And Yahushua is going to have to be the one that keeps us from taking this, man. His spirit is going to have to be dwelling with us, man. All right. So, just wanted to bring that out. Lord willing, you were edified. All right. We do these lessons for the elect out there, which we know is a small number compared to the majority of Israel. All right. Watch out for these false prophets, man, telling you that you don't have to know what the mark of the beast is, man. All right. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. All right. And also the brain chip. All right. So that being said, I'm ending the lesson right here. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashim Shai. Kwam Yasharala in the Bible Ball. Shalom to the elect.